Cité des Arts is essentially a rental facility. It is a wonderful avenue for producing your own art, and you just don't find that other places.
The mission of Cité is to bring cultures together and to provide opportunities for especially youth to come in contact with art experiences.
When we started brainstorming about this story, Palooza, it was just a good fit. Something that had not been done yet, which is what we like to do. And the result, the product, which I'm looking forward to seeing, the final product, I think will speak volumes about what can really happen when people come together to work towards a common goal.
Story Palooza is a new collaborative summer camp focused on storytelling, and the camp is a new joint effort between AOC Community Media, Cité des Arts, and Acadiana Symphony Orchestra. And AOC Community Media's part in this camp is to have students come to AOC and to use digital media to tell their stories. So with this camp, they'll actually be learning a lot about video production, a lot about animation, and just in general how to tell their story using digital media tools.
This is the first time such a collaboration has happened in Lafayette and Acadiana, where three major nonprofits arts organizations have come together to collaborate on a summer camp for kids.
At the conservatory, we're doing a focus study mostly on music and visual arts. So when they spend their time half of the day here at the conservatory, they're working on building sets and props, and then they're working on actually composing and recording and making the soundtrack, the musical soundtrack that goes along with their stories. When they are over at Cité and AOC, they're working on the script writing, the dramatic part, the acting part of the actual stories, and then the recording and the lights that go along with it. So they're learning what it takes to have a full production, creating it themselves on all levels. And it's only because of that collaboration and partnership that we're able to offer these students the opportunity to really see the full production and what goes into it.
What we all, I think, agree is so interesting about this camp is that the ideas for the stories come from the kids. The visual props are made by the kids. The acting, the directing, the dialogue, everything's developed from their own story ideas. So what our role in this was to come up with the sound effects, the musical sort of fill-in to accompany these sounds, these projects that they're working on with the actors and the visual arts people. And we've got to basically at that point brainstorm, how are we going to get these sounds? How are we going to make them? How are we going to create them? We need different materials, and then we've got to get them recorded and layered to create the sort of soundtrack to accompany their acting.
The kids who are going to be coming to Story Palooza, their age range is 7 to 17. And the way it's going to work is that the older kids tend to take the younger kids under their wing, and the younger kids start looking up to the older kids. Of course, all this is with constant adult supervision and direction, but within that range of 7 to 17 years old, the kids start creating relationships and partnerships to work on this final project. So it's not like there's going to be a group of young 7-year-olds and a group of older 17-year-olds. Everybody's going to be working together. So that's another thing that's really unique about this is the age range and how it actually works really well to have these different ages.
Kids don't have to pick, okay, I want to be an actor, or I want to be the camera guy, or I want to do the art, or I want to do the music. They get to do all of it. So 4 groups of kids from the big pool. They're all going to do everything every day, and in the end, on Friday evening, we have this production. And then we have a good grasp on who's going to do what. This kid really liked the camera work, this kid liked the sound and Foley, this kid liked lighting, that one wanted to do the art, the costuming and the background, and the rest of them will do the storytelling and do the show. So it's a way for a kid to get experience doing all of those things, and then they get a good understanding of what it is that they're great at and that they like to do.
The finale on Friday is really the culmination of hours of work all this week, and it's an opportunity for parents and funders to come in and actually see their money at work. It also gives the children a chance to take a moment to kind of absorb the good feelings that working this hard and producing something of this size can feel, that accomplishment. So it's kind of a good way to wrap up and package what they've worked so hard on this week.